In this example, we're going to try to figure out the standard form equation of a hyperbola based on its asymptotes and some other information. So let's try this one out. I want to start by just sketching what we have so far. Okay, so I've got 3, -5. That's one of my vertices. I've also got 3, 1. So those are my vertices, which tells me a few things. Number one, I've got a vertical transverse axis. Number two, I know that my center is exactly in the middle of these guys. So these guys are 6 units apart, which means 3 units down would be my center. So my center is apparently at 3, -2. Okay, so I've got H, I've got K. Now let's sketch these asymptotes that we're given. So 2x minus 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so that. And -2x plus 4. Like that. So I just need to figure out the rest of my details. So I know h is 3. I know k is -2. I know this is vertical. Right, it's going to look something like this. Okay, I just need to figure out where the rest of my coordinates for my box would be. So let's just try to draw a box and see where it intersects those asymptotes. Okay, so if I draw my box carefully, it looks like I'm hitting it right here at -1, 1, and at -1, -1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so let's see, how far out did I need to go in the other direction to get to the edge of that box? That would be a distance of 2. So this little distance right there, B, is 2. I already knew from what they gave me that A, the distance from my center to my vertices, was 1, 2, 3. So there it is, H, K, A, and B all figured out. So let's put all that together. Let's grab the equation for a vertical hyperbola and just fill in my 4 pieces of information. Okay, so there's the equation. If I fill things in, I've got y minus -2 squared over a squared minus x minus 3 squared over b squared equals 1. And that's it. Okay, so I don't necessarily have to have that formula memorized for what the asymptotes are. I know we learned that earlier, but honestly it's not something we have to have just floating around in our heads. It's certainly not on the formula sheet. I was able to find it just by sketching and seeing where those lines would intersect with that box. Okay, so don't stress too much about memorizing that. I'm never going to require you to have memorized the formulas for those asymptotes, but it can help us sometimes figuring out what the equation for our hyperbola is.